There we go. I didn't know we were gonna. I wasn't sure if we were recording tonight or not, so I have been doing other things and not fully. No, okay, Mike. No, Mike made hand gestures. I'm not gonna verbalize them for the listeners. So if you want to see that joke, I guess watch the YouTube clip or tune into the Twitch stream. Well, it's too late to tune into the Twitch stream and catch that, so you're gonna have to go to YouTube after. But I was like, I haven't worked out yet today, so I haven't started drinking alcohol. Instead, I'm drinking a fucking energy drink. I only bought this to get the fucking Halo.
What is it?
It's a Rockstar. I only bought it to get the Halo like gun skin. I just bought a can of it. So they get you. So now I'm drinking it because I feel weird just throwing it out. But there's no way I can drink this whole can because I already feel like shit drinking it.
That's like tapping in the square days.
Can't do it. I don't know. It just doesn't taste good. And it's like a weird type of energy. I don't know. It doesn't give me the same type of energy that coffee gives me. It gives me like, I'm gonna go shit myself right now energy, like way too like antsy and jiggleish.
That's full energy as far as I'm concerned. What does that Pokemon card look like?
I don't know.
Shit myself energy.
Grayson and Jesse both in the chat. Welcome. Jesse just said fishbowl at tits. What?
Yes,
what is happening?
Did you watch the TikTok that I sent you from Tits? It had like 2.4 million likes about like the manager there and everything.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'll have to find it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me again. I will say, so Jesse and a few other people once in a while do TikTok theater where they'll share their liked TikToks, so like you can see like the things that are like, they enjoy and that are on their algorithm or whatever. But I don't use TikTok, so I don't have that. But now, like this week, I started like trying to build my algorithm on TikTok to see like what type of things would pop up for me. I think it's starting to work because like at first it was like all this stuff. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about any of this. And then now it's like slowly more gaming related and more like, I don't know, I guess funny.
Yeah, I TikTok's like all I use is for social media. That is, I'll use like a little bit of Twitter, but I spend all my time on TikTok. I think it's hilarious.
Jesse, listen, I don't know how you know. It's just funny to me. Yeah, he said, "You think I haven't drank a fishbowl of alcohol at Tits?" I'm like, I apologize for not assuming you would have gone down that road before. I apologize. But yeah, so my day's been.
I don't use TikTok at all. I use only Instagram. I only watch Instagram Reels, and
that's the same thing.
Yeah, they're just
reposted TikToks.
Yeah. But from
all my videos are Harry Styles videos for some reason.
But from what I understand, the TikTok algorithm is good at actually like matching your interests.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't know. I don't want the machine to know, I guess. I don't know. Even though I just said I'm actively like seeking out how to get TikTok to cater to me.
Go with it.
Grayson said Instagram Reels are like TikToks from a year ago. So there you go.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And I just watch Vine compilations on YouTube.
Oh, Vine. Yes, I do the same thing. I still watch Vine compilations on YouTube.
Listen, you could probably make a good TikTok account with good traffic if you just reposted old Vines.
Just repost everybody's
Vines. Oh yeah, there's so many people that do that already. Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised.
It would definitely work though.
Anyways, welcome everyone to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we talk about social media too much, and Mike makes jerk-off jokes. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Friday evening, I always forget what day it is the one true anime senpai, Mr. Michael Lizier. Mike, how are you doing tonight?
I was off all week, so I also didn't know what day it was.
Wait, you've been off all fucking week?
Yeah.
I feel like
Wait, you're off all this week too?
It's all this week and not next week, but the week after that.
Yeah, the week after that is the one that I knew about. I didn't know you were off all this week.
And then not the week after that one, but the week after that.
Hold on.
I'm so confused. Why didn't you just take consecutive weeks?
No, we need to
I think what he's doing actually.
Full fucking stop right now. When Dom texted me this morning and said, "Hey, I can only record tonight, whatever," and then I text the group and I said, are we good to record tonight? And Mike's response is maybe. Mike, you're fucking off all week. What the fuck do you have going on that you can't commit to that?
Yeah, right.
Dom gets it.
All right, fair
Dom
enough.
gets it.
Fair enough. I rescind my negativity towards you.
Yeah, I didn't want to take consecutive weeks off because that's kind of like a dick move for me to A, not use my vacation time, and then B, like blow it through all of December consecutively.
How many
So
weeks?
instead,
How
you're
many?
taking every other week.
I took every other week, and I'm still losing time, by the way.
Really?
So you guys
how
start
many,
doing
how
that
many
early.
weeks you get a year? How many weeks you get a year?
Hmm?
For vacation?
I forget.
Did
I
it carry
forget.
At
over?
least 3.
I get to carry over a week. I get to carry over 40 hours, but I'm still losing time, and I'm taking off every other week.
Mike,
Yo, what the fuck?
then take off more
How
time.
many weeks of vacation
Yeah,
do you
take the
get?
summer off.
I don't remember. I forget because it accumulates, throughout the year, and then I don't know. I've got nothing to do, so I never take the time off.
You just take time off, play some games, watch some anime. I don't know. Do that. You can have a whole week of that,
You can
Mike.
do that so many times.
Challenge accepted.
The spirit
You
is
do
willing,
you do
but
that
the
for a
flesh
week.
is
You end up in
bruised and
hospital for a
pungent.
week.
I kind of get you not taking off 2 weeks in a row, because if you took off like 2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row, going back to work after that is gonna be real fucking rough.
I did that one. There was one year I did that because I typically end up taking the week after Thanksgiving off because I just like having the 4-day weekend followed by me just being off for a week, followed by another weekend.
Mm.
But there was one year where I did that and I realized I picked the wrong week. I picked the week after that. So it's like, I'm just gonna take off this other week too, and I'm just gonna be off for
Gotta
2
lie, I'm
weeks
so
after
jealous of
Thanksgiving.
Mike right now. So much freedom.
The winter of Mike.
It's the
Mike is
winter of
coming.
Mike.
Anyways, also joining. I just said Mike is coming because I meant to say winter is coming,
Yeah.
and I said Mike is
No, it's
coming.
too late now. We're just
It is what it is.
leaning into this jerk off thing, huh?
Are you surprised? Is this another fucking spaghetti harmonica episode?
God, I hope not.
Are you
That might have been our low point.
are you playing a little chord on the whiskey banjo?
He's just trying to make fetch a thing.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna happen.
Anyways, also joining us is the Fortnite father, the one and only Todd Gary. Todd, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm surviving.
Yeah, you look a little rough right now. You look a little run down. You look like you're looking like not the normal Todd right now. You're looking like you just fucking survived something.
Yeah, no, it's been. I still feel like I'm fighting that cold I had from a week ago.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't envy you. Rounding us out, the Disney daddy, the Pixar poppy, Mr. Dominic 40. Dom, how are you doing tonight?
Doing well, thank you.
Very respectful.
I do love waiting until Brendan's taking a sip to pull those.
You're like, what even was that? That was good. It was good delivery. It was perfect
It was
delivery.
very cordial.
I
liked it.
It was. I was not expecting that. Normally it's a shrug.
I was trying to get a real spit take there.
I loved it. If I didn't have expensive things covered around me right now, I probably would have spit it. But I'm not trying to. I don't want to spit on my things. I'm gonna have to move my setup for next time so I can spit everywhere.
Yeah, you need to be able to do like.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do it. I thought you need to be able to do this and just fucking spit
No,
on your camera.
I also have expensive things around.
Oh, okay. Nice
Also,
flex,
this will
Mike.
end up being this will end up being super sticky. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that's true.
As if everything's not already sticky.
I keep my gaming stuff and my stuff very separate.
How many times
Very
is the episode gonna turn back around to fucking jerk off jokes tonight? You know what I
I
watched?
think Mike has another setup to his left that's just like he has like this station for everything gaming, and then he like turns.
And all the hentais.
Why do you think he has 3
not-
monitors? It's just a quick swivel.
I have 2 monitors. However,
I have a
this is
third
a
monitor
recent
in my
addition.
bedroom.
This is a recent addition. I bought another stand just to hold a tablet.
Oh,
So that's
what's the tablet for, Mike?
that's there now. I don't know yet. I
Oh,
I
okay.
bought the stand with no plan. Absolutely no plan.
Jesse just said, "Welcome to Mike's cum cubby."
Here we go, guys.
Mike, you need to.
Wait till I send Brenden. Brenden, I have to send you a great JoJo clip. Hold on.
I didn't know what you were gonna say. You were gonna send me as a segue from Mike's cum cubby. I got very nervous, kind of excited too. But
actually, now that I started googling it, I'm already tired, and like it doesn't make any sense to you because you didn't even get out of part 2, so it doesn't.
I'll get to it eventually. Have you started? Welcome everyone to Mike's in a minute. Mike, have you started Stone Jackson or whatever? Stonewall? Stone Empire? Stone Ocean.
Yes, I did start it.
How is it?
I can't believe you guys will watch animated Doctor Who, but you won't watch live action Doctor Who.
How dare you throw that comparison that I gave you back at my face? How dare you?
Well, how about we make a trade? How about we make a trade? Dom, you watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Mike will watch Doctor Who, and I'll say I'll watch it. I'll never will.
Wait, is
Brenden will
JoJo's
finally
Bizarre
watch
Adventure?
James Bond.
Yeah, I'll watch James Bond. That's a 3-way trade.
Todd, what were you saying?
Oh, is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure like Luffy, or is that something else?
No, he's how do you call Naruto again?
You just said Naruto.
Naruto.
We should just a future segment. We're just gonna, Mike, you can prepare this one. You're gonna have to get printouts of anime characters and have Todd guess what their name is, and then like have him pronounce their actual name. Because I feel like it would.
All be from? Should they all be from the same series, or should they be like just like
you're the anime senpai. You're the anime senpai.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to like take, you could do 1 week it's Naruto, 1 week it's it's Bleach, whatever you want to do.
How does he fuck up pronouncing One Piece? Is what I want to know.
He just said floofy.
Luffy.
Oh, Luffy.
No, I said Luffy.
How does he mispronounce the name One Piece? It's like, just what's the show called? It's just the title One Piece. Oh, I don't even know how he'd screw it up, but he would find a way.
It's Todd. Todd will always find a way. That's what Todd does. But yeah, there you go. There's the whole cast, the whole gang, the whole crew. Before we get into it tonight, a couple of housekeeping things. Sorry, this fucking energy drink is like making me burp like crazy. This episode of the Past Control Podcast is sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty from the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You want yourself something hot, something sweet, something tasty, something fresh out of the oven. Make sure to head down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're like me and you don't like to leave your fucking house and you don't want to deal with people and you want to just continue to sit in this chair and get cum jokes thrown at you like Mike likes to do, you can have him drop those off right on your front porch. Check him out, social media, at Goodnight Fatty. And if you do head down, let him know Past Controller sent you. A couple of housekeeping things. We had a bonus episode this week where we had a bunch of amazing guests on to talk about the 20th anniversary of the GameCube. If you missed that live show, it is available now on podcast services as well as on our YouTube channel. So check that out. It was a good time. I know Jesse and Grayson are both in the chat right now. They were both on that episode, as well as Cam Hawkins, as well as Asa Green River. So make sure to check that out. All lovely people talking about the GameCube. It was a good time. Last bit of housekeeping is the month of December, we decided to make you watch 3 movies. So if you watch The Matrix 1, 2, and 3, we're going to talk about...
we watched a lot of Keanu movies this year.
Apparently Keanu's my Gyllenhaal. So.
Dom, you going to do Bill and Ted for your thing? Just we can watch them all?
Well, we'll do the trilogy for mine.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn, I'm all right, Mike.
And I'll make us watch both speeds, even though he wasn't in the second one.
Does this mean we have to watch Always Be My Maybe again?
Was that the movie he was in?
That's the one with the he's like a love interest. He's like, that's where all those gifts came from.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I know I watched the movie, but I couldn't remember the title, and I couldn't rember.
That's the one where he plays himself.
Yes. Yeah.
He plays like
when he comes
exaggerated
in,
version.
Yeah,
of
it's
himself.
all those gifts are from that movie, pretty much. Yeah. Where he's like drinking
watched
wine,
that.
like crying with fucking headphones on. He's really good in the movie. Like he's fucking great in that movie. Like it's basically everything I loved about This Is the End boiled down into like small scenes with one character. I don't know. I liked This Is the End because it was like they were all playing themselves and they were like exaggerated versions of
that's so good.
themselves.
Yep.
But there were a lot of cum jokes.
Wait, doesn't Jonah Hill get fucked? Doesn't he?
Probably. I don't know. Michael Cera's the best part of that movie. I wish he didn't die
Oh
right
my God,
away.
he's so
That's
good.
so good
I
in that
know,
movie.
It's like so much wasted. But everyone's so good in that movie. But I'm so mad that
Does Paul Rudd die in that movie right away too?
probably
Paul
I
Rudd's
don't think
there,
he's
right?
in the
He
movie
shows
long.
up.
If he's in
I
there,
think
yeah, I
Paul
don't
Rudd's
know.
there. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
now realizing I probably only watched that movie once in theaters. I don't think I've ever really.
Oh, watch it
revisited
again.
I
watched it fairly recently.
I don't know if it still holds up.
It does.
I don't know if it would
definitely
still
does.
be funny.
I mean,
Maybe I don't know.
it's-
It's not even that old.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a good movie.
Yeah. No. I'm just there for the
Honestly,
fucking nonsense.
what's his name is Daniel McBride's so good in it. He's like the best.
His
part of that
character's
movie.
good. I mean, Craig Robinson's good. They're all good. Like,
Yeah. No,
I mean,
they are all good.
James Franco's a fucking creep weirdo, but he's also good in the movie.
I love when they like redo Pineapple Express, like the trailer Pineapple Express.
Oh
too.
yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we're watching the 3 Matrix movies leading up to the new Matrix movie, Matrix Resurrections. So if you want to hear us talk about those movies, we will talk about them at some point this month. I think we might do that episode. I mean, I don't know where everyone's at with watching Resurrections. So if we end up all watching the Matrix movies
I'm definitely
before,
watching that the night it comes out.
yeah, but I mean, are you gonna rewatch the 3 movies before that comes out or no?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, so I mean, if it works out timing wise for all of us, if we've all watched the Matrix movies, we can probably just record that in the middle of the month or whatever instead of doing it at the end.
Yeah,
we can still put it out at the end if we want. We do whatever the fuck we want. Do whatever the fuck we want. It's whatever the fuck we want.
We're in
ours.
charge.
Are we in charge? I thought Charles was in charge.
Wow, I didn't think Brenden had a Scott Baio.
Who's
so old.
God damn it!
Who's
I was
the-
gonna ask him. I was gonna ask him
You
who
can ask him who the actor was.
I wouldn't have known. I also was
I
about
know,
to.
I know you wouldn't have.
I was also about to say. Who's the boss. So I couldn't tell you any of those people.
Okay, yeah.
You
Danny.
can't name who's the boss.
Danny.
We had a very long conversation about this one time. I know we did.
About who's on the
very-
boss?
You should
Wait.
be able.
Yes.
You should at least be able to name one
Hold
person.
on.
that's who's the boss.
Is the name of the show Who's the Boss?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's the boss?
Let's see. Did we watch a movie this year with someone in it?
No.
Not that I can
No.
think of.
No.
Fuck.
There's only one
No.
person in there that I think would have shown up realistically in any
Two.
Yeah.
movie.
There's two.
No,
Oh, you
one
mean
because
movie-wise?
because the main person that he should be able to name probably doesn't show up in any movies.
Is
that
he-
we'll
I
watch.
don't think
Are
the
we-
other one does either though.
Huh?
Wait, is Bob Loblaw in
girl?
there? Is Bob
Yeah.
Bob
Never that-
Bob
it's like older
Loblaw in there?
Bob Laba
No.
is Scott Baio.
Oh. Wait,
Oh.
Yeah. Like okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
Is
You don't know
he
anyone
not in
from
that show?
Florida?
No.
Do you want us to tell you? It's Fred Savage and
No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone here. Can I get a clue? Can I get a
know we had-
lifeline? Can I? Did we talk about
he
it
was-
because of the
he was-
Community
he was
episode?
also in Taxi. No, I don't know. I
John
can't-
Leguizamo?
I can't remember.
I don't know if he's in text.
I think he was. Was he in Taxi? Yeah, I think he
No,
was.
I might be mistaken. I don't know. I gotta check now. I don't,
The show
but-
Taxi?
He was the field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon. The garbage picking field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon.
Yeah, he was.
I feel like that's gotten brought up on this show.
I don't know. I know the person. Like I would know them from something.
No, that was the weird thing. I think we had the conversation. You did
Yeah, I don't
not
think
know
you
this
would.
person.
You didn't know, really?
We had a conversation about.
We were
this-
probably talking
this-
about it because
the main actor.
I brought up
Has
Community.
he ever been in a big?
It's
movie?
probably because I
probably.
brought up the episode of Community. Wait.
And then I brought the show that he was on for like 2 seasons where he was a teacher, like as a real
Oh.
person. He went to.
Yep.
We had that conversation.
We
I do
did have
remember
this
that.
conversation.
He was on Taxi too,
And
though.
I'm pretty sure
Oh, yeah.
that you guys were all very surprised that I didn't know who this person was. Give me the first letter.
T.
You're not gonna get
TD.
those are the
Ted
initials.
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. Nice.
Ted Danson. Wow.
No.
That's the wrong actor, but I'm glad you got the actor.
He did pull out a
He pulled-
TV act like a yeah.
Yeah.
He has the same name as that cereal tiger.
Tony Danson? Tony Danza. I said
Danza.
Tony Danson. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck Tony Danza is. We did have a whole thing on Tony. We had like a whole fucking episode on Tony Danza accidentally.
Yeah.
This was one of the episodes this year where it was like everything that we were intending to talk about never happened, and we just talked about like I don't know, Wyoming and other things. I think at one point we might have went over how I don't know geography of the U.S. and I didn't know maps or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm pretty much with you on that. I'd be the same way.
I mean, I don't even think I can name the East Coast states properly in a row down the coast. I don't even think I could do that.
Oh, I don't think I could either.
Maine.
Has anybody seen Glory Days? Sorry, I am very...
With TV show?
No, it's a film. It's a comedy indie film.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Listen to this cast. Ben Affleck, Matthew McConaughey, Sam Rockwell, French Stewart, Brendan Fraser, Alyssa Milano, John Rhys Davies, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon?
That's funny.
Now, hold on a second. Was Ben Affleck also in School Ties?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to double check that.
Anyways.
All right, anyways, the East
You made me
Coast.
think of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, East-
I
going
don't
down.
think Vermont touches the coast, so it's gonna go Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York, Connecticut. Oh, I guess Rhode Island's in there too. But does anyone actually care about Rhode Island?
No one cares about Rhode Island.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Which one's the state? Pennsylvania.
There you go.
It's funny that he said Philadelphia because this just reminds me of that episode of It's Always Sunny where they're playing the drinking game and trying to name states and they keep just saying like the same like nonsense over and over.
Maryland, Delaware.
North Virginia, West Virginia, East Virginia.
Yeah, however many Virginias, those ones are there. The Carolinas there too. I think the Carolinas are on this side, right?
It's right here.
Yeah.
From North Carolina.
Georgia, Florida. Did I miss any?
I stopped paying.
You think I'm a fucking map? You think I know?
I don't
You just
fucking
wanted
know.
to do it. I didn't want to stop you.
I don't fucking know. I was hoping someone was gonna fact check me. Shadow Haxer in the chat says Delaware is not a state and I live there. Wait, is Delaware not a state or is this just another Rhode Island joke? Because now I don't know.
It
Delaware
is
is
the
most
first
definitely
state.
a state. It's the first state.
It's the first state. But
Oh,
also,
I mean-
no one gives a shit about it.
Yeah, we cannot count it.
Is Delaware where Roanoke is?
Nope.
I think that was Virginia.
Yep.
No, that was Virginia.
Yep. Correct. It's Virginia.
What is Roanoke is like the missing town, right? I'm wondering if like Roanoke in Virginia is like the witch trials for Massachusetts. Like something that always gets taught and like brought about.
I think it's taught, and I think there was a time where I looked into it fairly recently, and by fairly recently, I mean within the last 10 years, which is just a jumble in my head, where I read something along the lines of, it's not as much of a mystery as we were taught, in the sense that, you know, you could make a logical conclusion like, oh, you know, these people
like United States history is not accurate history. Oh, I'm shocked. Like,
I'm excited. I'm excited for Liam to start seeing what he's going to be taught and everything, because that's going to be very interesting.
I mean,
It's
I don't
so
want
far
to.
removed.
I don't want to be the person to do this, and if you don't want to do it, obviously don't. But like, just based off of what you said that someone said to Liam at school, I'm already in my head like, oh
Right,
fuck,
I know. I've been told from so many people that school is where like your kid is no longer innocent anymore, because like everything just gets stripped of them there from other kids, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what
Like his
he's
clothes.
yeah, right. No, like he's like exposed to like, you know,
the
all
aristocrats.
stuff that, like, yeah, right. No, but like all the stuff that like he wouldn't really learn.
Wait,
at
the
home.
kids were doing the aristocrats?
You said stripped of his clothes. It's fun. When I was eating dinner, I had Office reruns on, and it was the episode where they're doing like Michael's like putting him through the trials of the beach to like take his job, and
And Dwight does the aristocrats.
he like starts saying the aristocrats, and I was like, you know what? I haven't like seen this clip since I was in like high school. So let me just look it up. And I listened to the whole Bob Saget thing, and I'm like, what? Why is this a 7-minute video? What is happening now?
There was a whole movie of
I
comedians.
know. It's the same. They're just all telling. I don't think I ever watched the movie. It's just all of them telling the same joke, but differently. Is that what it is? Like it's like telephone, basically.
It's so long since I've seen it.
Who created the joke?
I forget. I don't know if that has like a real answer or not.
Okay. Interesting. Anyways,
what Dwight says is the joke. It's just you start with the aristocrats and you get as raunchy as possible.
Yeah.
And then what's the name? The aristocrats.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the joke. The joke is like, yeah. So then I also watched a clip of Bob Saget that was more recent, and someone asked him about, like, I don't know if it was about his legacy or about, like, the aristocrats, and he was like, oh, that's a joke I definitely wouldn't tell now. He's like, it's not the same type of joke. Like that. He's like, it's not the same type of joke it is then than it is now. Like, I wouldn't tell that joke now. But he was basically saying that. It was just like, it was, you can get as crazy as you want. He's like, but then there are some comedians that, like, don't do that type of comedy, but will still do the joke, but, like, spin it in their way. But I've never heard, like, one of those versions.
What's his name was always, like, known as a dirty comic.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
I mean, that joke is, like, at least his version of it is, like, exceptionally fucking disgusting.
I think going back to TikTok, I actually follow him on TikTok, and it seems like his wife has him on lockdown. You can tell, like, they're, like selling stuff together, and, like, just, they're doing, like, quote-unquote cute couple TikToks and stuff like that, and, like, not really, like, the normal kind of humor that he would do. Like, very toned down.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not like a Bob Saget.
Is she
sicko.
like significantly younger than him?
Yes. Yeah.
That's creepy.
I think
Anyways.
she's 20.
So we had real Dane Cook on our hands here.
Wait, is that Dane Cook?
Dane Cook also, I'm pretty sure, is in a relationship with someone significantly younger than him. I don't know how old she is, but I'm pretty sure it's a big gap between the two.
Zach Braff.
I feel like that's pretty. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty common. Just
What is the Zach Braff gap? Is that like 15 years? That's not too bad, I don't think, is it? Wait, how
old is Florence Pugh? She's not very old.
She's older. Oh, she's not.
Wait, Zach Braff is with Florence Pugh?
Yeah, they've been together forever.
I didn't know that.
That's why I started when I was at Wegmans. That's who he was with.
Huh?
When I was doing a tasting at Wegmans.
She's 25.
She's 25. Okay, yeah. She actually, wow, she's really. I didn't realize how young she was.
Yeah, and if they've been together for a long time, that means they're probably together before she was even 21. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go down this whole topic of.
Right.
I know we're getting into a weird topic.
Yeah,
here.
this is a weird topic. I think like.
Let's go back to jerking off.
Yeah, Jesus, Mike. If you're like a much older person, you definitely shouldn't be with someone that like is in their early 20s. I don't think. I don't know. That's. We don't need to talk about this.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, my Jen's older than me, so there you go. There you have it. She's robbing the cradle. She's fucking robbing the cradle.
They've only been together for
the
the last 2 years, apparently.
Mike just said I'm robbing the grave. from Cradle to the Grave, baby. I love that Jet Li movie. Fuck, I'm picking that movie in January. Cradle to the Grave.
Dude, I love that movie just off the soundtrack because it was like a Leah DMX.
Bro, that has
a dope soundtrack.
that has an Eminem DMX song that is incredible. Grayson said, "Fuck Jake Gyllenhaal."
Yeah, well, okay.
Mike, listen. He has the red scarf. Okay.
To be fair, the gap between Jake Gyllenhaal and Taylor Swift has got to be smaller than the gap between John Mayer and Taylor Swift.
Wait, is John Mayer and Taylor Swift currently dating?
No, they dated before. I'm pretty sure before Jake Gyllenhaal.
Listen, I don't know anything about all these celebrity relationships. I don't want to get into it. Just people need to stop being creepos. How about that? Let's just throw that out there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about the. Jesse said during the Speak Now era. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I think we're getting that album remade next. We're getting the Taylor's version.
Oh, we're just having a full-on Taylor Swift conversation. And Todd's not saying anything.
Well, honestly, I think it's actually really funny because I saw so many people posting their number one artist, and it's fucking Taylor Swift, and it's all these dudes, and I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only person who like loves Taylor Swift then. I'm like, I thought like I was like a big weirdo for like listening to her all the time, and then literally every single person on Twitter, I'm like, their most played album of the year was. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, but you hate BTS, Todd.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of BTS.
Oh, I gotta listen to the new BTS. Did anybody listen to it yet?
Is there a new album or a new song?
No, they did a holiday version of Butter.
Oh shit! I definitely need to listen to that. A little holiday spice butter. Give me that. They gotta add butter to fucking Beat Saber. That's what I need.
Do you get that Billie Eilish?
I don't really care for Billie Eilish.
What is there something in there right now?
There's a Beat Saber pack for her, yeah.
Yeah, there's a Beat Saber.
Oh,
pack.
I got that one. I already got that. I thought you were talking about Fortnite.
I don't think there's been a Fortnite Billie Eilish dance.
I don't think so.
Only a matter of time.
Is it though?
Yep.
Yeah, at some point everything will end up in Fortnite.
Epic bought Harmonix. I'm wondering what that means. Like, I'm wondering if that means we get a new rock band or what.
Yeah, it's crazy how just in the span of I don't remember how many years we went from having all these video games with musical peripherals to Harmonix being bought out by Epic to whatever end that may be.
I hope we get a like download heavy version of Rock Band where you can like play Rock Band as like Deadpool, Lady Gaga.
God. Yes, please. So two things I want to say. One, it would be kind of bonkers crazy dope if they added a spot on the Fortnite island where people could play Rock Band online and like be performing in the game during a match, and it just like pairs it into the thing. I don't know how it would work, but I feel like they could fucking make that work, and that would be incredible. Second thing, Grayson, thank you for A, listening to the podcast, and B, just making that comment. Grayson just said, off topic, but if you guys haven't seen the Simu, I don't know how to pronounce his name properly, so I think it's Simu.
Yep.
Simu episode of SNL is probably one of the funniest things I've seen recently from the show. I agree with you. Hilarious. Also, Mike stopped by to drop some things off like 2 weeks ago, and when we were in my house talking, I put on a clip. I was like, oh, Mike, this is a funny clip from SNL from this season. Like, let me throw it on real quick. And he goes, oh, no, I've seen it. And I'm like, oh, all right. Put on another one. Oh, no, I've seen that too. So I did it like at least 10 times, and Mike had seen all of these fucking clips. So I'm like, Mike, do you watch SNL? You just fucking, you're lying on the podcast about it? You're trying to make it seem like SNL's not something you consume.
He's got to keep his image up for the podcast.
He watches TikToks on SNL. He just watches like a little brief clip.
No, I was very upfront. I'm like, yeah, I see all these. They end up on YouTube the next day.
That's still watching SNL. Just because you don't watch it on NBC.
Yeah, but I'm probably missing. I'm not watching all the sketches. I'm sure there were definitely sketches that you showed me that I didn't watch, but they're the ones that I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll give this one a spin. I've got 5 minutes to kill. I'm sitting on the toilet.
I don't know.
I watched the Taylor Swift performance. That was the most recent.
I did not watch that performance. I did not watch.
It's like a 9-minute performance.
Yeah, the 10-minute. I don't have that kind of time.
The number one.
Fall asleep.
It's the longest number one hit of all time, surpassing. I don't know.
Longest in terms of the length of the song.
Yeah, I want to say Hotel California, but I think it was something different than that.
Mm-hmm.
Bohemian Rhapsody? Was that ever number one?
No.
But
I'll look it up.
Yeah, Grayson, I agree with you. It was a very good episode. A lot of the sketches in that episode were good. Simu was just really good at like being in sketches too. Like he was very like sometimes when the host is there, like you can tell they're like not used to doing that type of performance. Like they're not used to like being in like a situation where they're reading a script live or like whatever. Or like dealing with the live audience. And I don't know what Simu's like acting history is, but he was really good on SNL. He seemed very comfortable too. It was great. It was a good episode. Anyways, I feel like we should pivot to, I don't know, something. So Fortnite ends tomorrow. As of this recording.
Chapter 2 ends tomorrow.
Chapter 2 ends tomorrow. And then the game goes dark. What do we I know we got a little bit of a tease a TikTok ad leaked and showed a quick trailer for the next chapter or season or whatever, where it looks like the island flips and what's the queen's name? Cube Queen explodes. We don't know if she dies, but she like hits the water and an explosion happens, and then the island flips over. Do we think we're getting a brand new island, or do we think we're just getting the old island?
I don't know. The internet seems split. The internet seems to want Season 1's island back, but I can't imagine going through Chapter 1's island. I can't imagine going through another entire chapter of the first island.
When you say the first island, are you talking about like the game as it was like a couple years ago? So like
Yes.
Loot Lake and like Moisty
Chapter 1's
Mire.
island. Correct.
I mean, listen.
Tilted Towers, come on.
I do miss some of those locations, but I think what would really excite me the most about Fortnite going into the next season would be a whole new map. Because as much as I love some of those old
the new chapter.
As much as I love some of the old locations like Loot Lake, whatever, fucking Toilet Factory, all these like places, I feel like, at least it's felt like to me, I don't know how long it's actually been time-wise, but it feels like we have been kind of in the same map for a long time, and they've only made very minor tweaks to places. Like, basically swapped out, like, a location or two, and not, like, drastically changed the map at once. And I think the game is ready for that. I think the game is ready for, like, a major map change in some way. Oh shit, we got Jones here himself. Jones, you care to comment?
I don't talk.
Yep,
I'm barely in the game.
If I actually watched that whole lore video, I would be able to make more comments, but I forgot all of it. Other than he left a bunch of copies of himself by leaving the loop, right?
Snapshots.
Right, that was the thing. Snapshots. I knew it had a term. Let's pick something else. Here we go.
Oh,
here we go.
No, I don't like that. This is somehow worse. This is somehow a worse filter than your previous one.
Another interesting thing from the game right now is that they just re-added all of the Season 1 defaults as like buyable skins right now.
Mm-hmm. They added
which makes people think that it's signifying that we're going back to Chapter 1's map.
I'm wondering what the future of the game could be, though, because like Dom and I had both watched like a 30-minute video kind of going over in depth the lore of Fortnite up until now, and like what's been going on in the game story wise, and like in the background, and like in the comics and shorts and other things that they put out. And like I think him and I were both pretty interested. Like, it seems like there's a lot of cool stuff going on in there. What I will say I appreciate a lot about this aspect of Fortnite is that I never, ever, ever cared about this thing at all. Like, in that way, like I never cared about the story or the lore or what's going on in that part of the game. And I feel like you can exist in Fortnite without ever investing into that and still get like maximum enjoyment out of Fortnite if that's the type of game you're trying to play. But now that I've kind of dipped my foot into those waters, I'm like, oh, like I might actually pay a little bit more attention to what's going on in the game now. And I like that there's that duality of there's this stuff there if you want it, but it literally doesn't affect you being able to enjoy the game if you never, ever invest time into that. And I feel like that's not... For there to be that much depth of a story, but it not ever make its way into the core gameplay enough that you're losing something if you don't play it. I feel like that's very uncommon. Like, that's not a thing that usually happens.
I guess it's interesting because we like did all the missions for a lot of the seasons, and we were just kind of doing them.
Yeah.
But when you like look back at like the actual lore of the story of
Yeah,
what's happening,
it makes
all
sense.
of the missions have things to do with the story. Like
Yes.
you're progressing the story by doing the mission.
Yeah,
so.
it was very interesting to me. I think the only time prior to right now where I ever like thought about the story or cared really at all, and it wasn't even caring, it was just like I kind of thought about it, was when those like metal hatches first started to come up on the map, and it was like, what is this door you can't open? And it was less of I care about what's happening in Fortnite and more of how the fuck do we get in here? Are there like good weapons or vehicle in here? Like it was more about like the function of it and not the reasoning of it. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm just excited for a refresh in Fortnite. I feel like we've all been pretty hot on Fortnite for the most part this whole year. So I think a refresh is only going to strengthen our interest in Fortnite. So,
well, I also think that with the amount of leaked collaboratives that we've heard, I mean, it'll probably have our interest for a while.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that I think we know about that's been officially talked about is Boba Fett coming later this month. But rumors and leaks.
Yes, I think that's the only official one.
Yeah, rumors and leaks seem to suggest that we're also getting some sort of Spider-Man event as well as some sort of Matrix event, which those both also have movie releases this month. So I mean, Fortnite is either A, known to work a lot with Marvel and Disney, and B, loves other types of crossovers. So those are both, I would say, prime candidates for a crossover thing to happen in the game.
Well, HBO Max did one with Dune, so
that's true.
It would make sense to also do one with Matrix
and Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
and Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Does Warner Brothers own HBO?
I don't know. I'm assuming.
Yes. Well,
Are they under the same
they'll-
company or something?
Yeah,
I
think they're partners in HBO Max, right?
I think AT&T Time Warner owns HBO, right?
Is Matrix a Warner Brothers movie?
Yes.
Is Dune a Warner Brothers movie?
Yes.
And all the DC stuff is Warner Brothers, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I mean, at the bare minimum, they at least have a good working relationship with Warner Brothers. So it would make sense if we saw more of those types of things, Matrix being included in that. I guess that's a good, just kind of generic segue into the Game Awards, which is also happening next week, because I think it's very likely that we'll find out at least about one of these Fortnite collabs next week at the Game Awards, because they tend to usually have some sort of Fortnite announcement at the Game Awards. But before we even talk about the Game Awards, just off the front of that, the realization and news, and it's kind of the hot topic on the internet today, that CEO of Activision is on like the advisory board for the Game Awards. So that's making things complicated, obviously, with all the nonsense going on, all the bad things happening over Activision Blizzard coming to light and being spoken about this year. And you know, the Game Awards being like this big highlighted pivotal event every year in the gaming industry, and Jeff Keighley coming out today and like making a statement, kind of just like saying we're not choosing sides and, you know, blah, 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 all this nonsense. And it's like kind of a fuck you to a lot of people, kind of to the industry as a whole, and to all these people that, you know, were brave enough to kind of speak out and put their lives and careers kind of in jeopardy by doing that this year. So I just wanted to address it up front since we're going to talk about the Game Awards, because, you know, I'm kind of in the mindset right now of like, fuck the Game Awards with that. I'm also
I've always been in that mindset. I never give a shit about the Game Awards.
I mean, it's not even about giving a shit about the awards itself. It's just more about like, you have this humongous fucking platform and you could make a statement for good right now, and you're choosing to just...
You mean when he defended Kojima but won't do anything for this?
Yeah, and that's the other thing that people keep making comments about, is like, you took the Game Awards stage, you know, a couple years ago to like defend Kojima against Konami, but when this similar but not similar situation is happening with, you know, all of these people affected and being harassed and whatnot Activision Blizzard, and you're choosing to not stick up for those people, it just seems very bizarre that you would choose to do that. But then it makes sense because there's a CEO of Activision on that board. So even if Jeff Keighley or someone representing the Game Awards doesn't make some sort of statement or change or anything from now into the Game Awards, I can foresee somebody who accepts an award that night making a very clear statement when they accept their award. So either way, it's all garbage and shitty. And in this moment, fuck Jeff Keighley and fuck fucking Activision and fuck all those people.
I play video games, and then I just update myself on Twitter feeds because they come up like 30 seconds after it's fucking posted.
Yeah,
on the Game Awards.
honestly, that's what I might actually do too. Is kind of just not even tune in and give them that fucking view.
That they're still like people like this is a massive backlash to someone, and like the fact that they're pushing back on this is just insane to me. It really is.
It's not hard to be a good person, and it's not hard to stand up for what's right. Like it's just, anyways. But with all of that being said, I think it's likely that we'll see some Fortnite related stuff at the Game Awards. So you can probably expect to see what's coming out first, Spider-Man or Matrix.
I don't know.
Is Matrix coming out the week of Christmas?
I think Matrix is like Christmas
Matrix
Day,
is
maybe.
22nd or something along those
Oh, yeah,
lines.
maybe
I think
you're right.
Spider-Man's
the 16th, 17th.
Oh, so then Spider-Man being kind of revealed, announced would be maybe more.
There's a rumor of some sort of Matrix. I don't know if it's a VR experience or some sort of like gaming experience for the Matrix.
That'd be awesome.
So if that gets announced next week, then it would make sense to go hand in hand with the Fortnite thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it was. I know they've slowly been like revealing who's going to be speaking in at the Game Awards. Like I know Simu Liu is going to be there. I think it was either revealed or it was rumored that Keanu's going to be at the Game Awards. So that could be Fortnite related or something else. Or
was he there last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah, he was like last year for Cyberpunk.
Was it last year?
You're breathtaking. No, you're.
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't at E3. That was at E3, wasn't that?
Was it at E3?
I think that was. I think that was at Microsoft's presentation when they did that. Jesse coming in with the hotness. Keanu confirmed by Jeff. So yes, Keanu is at the Game Awards. So that could be. I didn't know there was a potential like Matrix VR situation. So it could be that.
Yeah, I have to. I think it's VR. It's some sort of gaming experience.
Yeah.
Give me an Oculus 3. I'm already ready for it. Let's go. Beef it up and fucking,
You think
I think in like another year we'll see an Oculus 3.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know if that's a Game Awards announcement. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Jesse also said the other Matrix lady is also there too. I don't know who that means.
Carrie Ann Moss? Oh, maybe? I don't know. Trinity?
The Matrix Awakens, an Unreal Engine 5 experience.
Interesting. What are I guess what would be like a get hype reveal or announcement next week that would what would be like your most hyped up thing? Breath of the Wild 2 would be your thing, Todd?
Yeah, I think Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know because I want to actually see more on that Dead Space developers game. So I'm hoping to see like maybe some gameplay on that. I forget what it's called. Blissful Project.
I forget what it's called too. It's from X Dead Space devs, right? Devs. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Carrie Ann Moss is supposed to be there. Interesting. Yeah,
I didn't know she was in the Matrix.
I hear she's also in Disturbia.
Callisto Protocol, Todd, is what Jesse said. Yeah, that seems like it could be something there. I don't know if Breath of the Wild 2 is yes, Lily, friend of the program, Lily works at the studio. I forget the name of the studio now. Something Point or anyways, but yes, Callisto Protocol. I don't know if Breath of the Wild 2 is a Game Awards thing, in my opinion. I would love to see more of that game. I just don't know.
Maybe we'll get a Smash DLC update.
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine.
Joker 2 is coming to Smash. Joker from Multiverses. Yeah. No, from Multiverses.
Oh, yeah.
Is coming to Smash. Striking Distance. Yes, Jesse. That is the name of the studio.
Also, that arcane game too. That's the other one.
Redfall.
Yes.
I think there'll probably be a couple Microsoft things. I mean, Redfall's supposed to come out next year, so I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a little bit more of that. They could always do Starfield. That's also supposed to come out next year, so they could if they wanted to. But I mean, they could also again be saving those for their own presentation at another point. But I definitely think you'll see at least one kind of bigger deal thing from Microsoft. I'm not really sure about Sony. I don't know if they would take this time to show more of God of War or Horizon. I just don't feel like that's the stage for that for them. I feel like they'd rather save those for
I'll
a state
probably
of
show
play.
that Forspoken game if it's like coming along more. Or I forget what it's called. Is it called Forspoken?
Forspoken, I think. Yeah, that's a Square Enix game, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't really know what else to think. I mean, there's that.
We're missing something. There's something that.
There's that.
I'm blanking.
Bethesda Indiana Jones game that we kind of know about. I mean, that could be something they want to maybe show a little trailer for, tease it a little bit more.
Oh, Perfect.
He's out the new Star Wars game.
What new Star Wars
one
game?
That keeps getting rumored, and I don't know if we even know anything about it yet.
What new Star Wars game?
There's supposed to be some. I don't even remember who's making it. Hold on.
I don't think I've heard of this.
And we've heard nothing or seen nothing on Perfect Dark either, which is.
Yeah, but I feel like Perfect Dark is one of those games that's maybe another year or two out before like going into more depth of showing it. Especially if I'm Microsoft and I just saw what just happened with a year ago with Halo. It's like they're probably in the space of like, let's wait to show our games until we feel like they're ready to be shown. But the other interesting thing is that Halo Infinite's campaign drops next Wednesday, and the Game Awards is on Thursday. So Halo comes out the day before. It also comes out on a Wednesday, which is bizarre. So I'm wondering if there's going to be like some limited time event in Halo Infinite that gets announced at the Game Awards. Could be a possible thing.
I'm gonna stay up Tuesday at midnight. I'm gonna be up so late on.
I know. I didn't realize until I was talking to Jesse last night when he said it was the 8th, and I was like, is that a Tuesday or a Friday? And he was like, no, it's a Wednesday. I'm like, what? They're putting this game out on a fucking Wednesday? Like, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Jesse said Uncharted Collection for PC was rated today, so maybe that. Grayson said Starfield. Yeah, Uncharted coming to PC could be something. Starfield, I think, is also a high possibility.
Quantic Dream is making that Star Wars game. It's rumored to be set in the High Republic.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we're getting close to the end of that EA exclusivity Star Wars deal. So, I mean, these games that have been being worked on or have been, teased or announced or
I'm wondering
rumored,
if that stuff starts to get, that's...
Yeah. I'm sure we'll find out soon, too, of other
Ubisoft
things.
is also working on a
Star Wars game, I think Ubisoft is also working on something. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if EA works on something again in the future, because I think like Squadron's got like a good critical reception, so like I could see them picking the license up to do a sequel of that or something. I don't know what the future of Battlefront looks like. I don't know if Battlefront 3 is something they'd want to do, especially because they can't even really get a hold of Battlefield right now. Though. Fallen Order 2, I mean, that was Fallen Order 1 was a game people were crazy about, so I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I haven't finished it, so I don't know how that game ends, if it makes sense to like continue the story of those characters or not. I have no idea.
They could make it work.
But I mean, either way, even if they don't do that, I could still see EA getting a license to Star Wars to make a game, because they have capable developers that can make good games. So
maybe we'll
Spire is doing the Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Yeah, we could see more of that too. We could see more of the remake.
Suicide Squad gameplay, maybe.
I would like to see either of the Batman games. Yeah, Suicide Squad game or Gotham Knights. Those would be games I'd be excited to see.
Are those supposed to be next year games?
I think Gotham Knights is. I don't know about Suicide Squad.
So it says 2022.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, Saifu. I can't wait for that game. Oh man, have you guys looked at that game at all?
Yeah, I can't decide if it's something for me or not.
Oh my God,
which one?
So good.
I've Sifu.
It's Sifu. It's like a martial arts game, and like anytime you it looks so good. I need that now. I wish it was on Xbox, but
other than like the one trailer, I think I haven't looked at much on that.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know what else would get me excited, at least for like something I could think of myself. I'm sure that something could get revealed that we don't know about that I'd be like, oh, looks like my fucking jam. Overwatch 2, maybe.
Yep.
I don't know.
Right. That game's dead.
I mean, who knows what the future of any of those games looks like at
And
the
I don't
moment.
mean just because I don't like it. I mean because like everything that's going on.
Yeah,
top
it's what
of,
I'm
like,
saying.
everything getting pushed back.
I don't really know what the future of those their games are at the moment. Grayson brings up a good point. Could probably see more Bayonetta or something. Bayonetta seems like a prime candidate. I mean, I think whenever we see Metroid Prime 4 again, that's a Nintendo Direct thing, not a Game Awards thing. But if Metroid Prime Trilogy, if that's the thing they want to throw out there, that could be something they reveal at the Game Awards. I think there'll be at least one an available now thing. So I don't know what big time or noteworthy indie could be shown off there that we know about or that we're waiting on a release date for. But I could see there being some sort of like available now.
Silk Song, give me Silk Song already.
Jesse said, per our conversation yesterday, the Nintendo announcement in 2019 was Bravely Default 2. So there's definitely a precedent for Nintendo to reveal stuff there. I think when Jesse and I were talking, I think it was Bayonetta one year, and then I think it was Marvel Ultimate Alliance one year, and then Bravely Default. I don't know what last year was. Maybe there was nothing last year.
When does that new Marvel game come out?
Midnight Suns?
Yeah, Midnight Suns got delayed.
Did they get pushed back? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they could still show more of it, because I don't think they showed anything other than like a cinematic tease. I don't know if they showed gameplay at all.
No, I don't think they did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll see DLCs for stuff. I don't know what the roadmap for Avengers is. I haven't really cared or paid attention to that game after the Black Panther stuff, so I don't know if there's a roadmap for future things. Do we know that? Are they supporting that game anymore after Spider-Man?
I don't know.
I have no fucking thing. Oh, Jesse said last year was Sephiroth. Yeah, that's a big announcement. It is weird that we don't have like Smash announcements to speculate on for a bit. Because that's like a driving thing for Nintendo Directs and just I guess award show or of like gaming events in general is just maybe we'll see the next Smash character, but we just don't have that to speculate on anymore.
Unless we do.
Shadow drop Waluigi and then they end it.
I would be shocked if they ever added anything else to Smash other than like spirit boards and low impact additions or future roster like balancing, which I think the last update that came out yesterday was the final update. Like they're not balancing the roster anymore. Is that correct, Mike?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. So if the game, just because they are going to seemingly support the game at least throughout the Switch's lifetime, if the game ever feels like super broken, they might go back in and tinker with the balancing some more just to keep the player base engaged and keep people buying and playing that game. They said the only updates going forward are bug fixes. Yeah, so unless something is majorly broken with the roster, I don't even see them balancing it any further. I haven't really dug into the patch notes to see who got nerfed and buffed. I know the only thing I know of is that Ryu got some good buffs, and I think Ike also got buffed. But I haven't read into it any further than that. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what would get me hyped for the Game Awards. And honestly, after today's conversations, I'm kind of just like what Todd said. I kind of don't even fucking care. My interest in the Game Awards isn't really there ever, but it's almost completely like demolished just because of the conversations today. Where like there's a part of me that might just like play Halo and then just keep refreshing Twitter because everything that gets announced is just going to get posted.
I mean, that's definitely what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I guess pie in the sky thing would be, yeah, I'd love to see Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. I mean, Nintendo could really, if they wanted to, like do a very short fucking tease of that and reveal the title of the game if they wanted to. And that would probably be enough to honestly break the internet for them. But I also feel like that we're not going to get the title of that game for like until the game is like ready to launch, basically. Because I could have sworn at the last Direct, Aonuma or Nintendo basically said like, we're not revealing the title because it will like give too much away about what the game is. Yeah. So I don't know how they get around that closer to launch. Maybe they just don't want people to ruminate on it for a long time and try to speculate and just drop it when it drops.
How long has that game been in development now? 4 years at least?
Yeah, that we know of. I mean, it could have started once Breath of the Wild like shipped, but we don't really know how long they've been working on it. I could see that game coming out at the end of next year, or for the first half of 2023. But
so Fortnite won community support last year, right?
Probably.
They're nominated again this year. What are the odds that they don't have some like collaborative sizzle reel like put together in case they win?
For like
here's upcoming collaboratives like to look forward to. Like if like say they win, like we just won best community support, so like here's us showing why we won that. Like here's a sizzle reel of a bunch of stuff that is coming up.
I mean, that's possible, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they just did that as a regular like world premiere within the show.
Yeah.
Outside of that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a lock that you get some sort of Fortnite news at the Game Awards, just because that's kind of been the trend. And
yeah,
I mean, it's also lining up that the season or chapter or whatever is ending this weekend, and Game Awards is next weekend, and you got all these other rumored collabs on top of Boba Fett. So
there's Wait, what day is it on the Game Awards?
I believe it's on Thursday. The 9th.
I just looked it up.
Yeah, so you got that. I mean, we could see more like Pokemon Arceus. You got
that's the Nintendo 64 game, right?
Fuck you. What is that game? What is the fucking game everyone loves? What is the fucking Game of Thrones guy? What George R. R. Martin? What game? What's the name of the game?
Oh,
Elden Ring. We could see some more of that. I feel like there's a couple of good games that we know of that are supposed to come out in the first like couple months of next year. So like we could get stuff on any of those number of those games. I don't know why my mind is blanking right now, but I feel like besides Pokemon and Elden Ring, I feel like there's like at least 2 or 3 other games that are supposed to come out between like January, March that are kind of like bigger marquee titles. But who is to say? Any other, Mike? What's the one thing Game Awards fucking get you to go fucking in your cum cubby?
Space Jam: A New Hope.
Space Jam: A New Hope.
Who cares? 24 minutes. The sequel to 12 minutes.
That's what you want. There it is. Mike wants 24 minutes. The sequel to 12 minutes. That's a quick turnaround on a sequel.
It is, but we were all so hyped on that game, and it did so well.
All right, Mike. All right, Mike.
We need to get a
12-minute sequel, 24 minutes. You give me your 3 actors. Who are the 3 actors? You got Daisy Ridley and Willem Dafoe, and I forget the third person.
James McAvoy.
So who are your 3 for 24 minutes?
I got mine. I have mine. This is easy.
Yeah. Fassbender. Michael Fassbender.
Actually, he came to my mind too. He was like one of the first people that came to my mind.
Michael Fassbender came in your mind? What is going on in this episode?
All over it.
All over it. So Michael Fassbender, Alfred Molina, and shit. I'm sure at least 2 of you caught on to what I was doing, but I can't figure out what picked.
You're doing some sort of Marvel thing, it seems.
I wasn't paying attention. Who are the 3 characters?
He did an X-Men actor, he did a Spider-Man actor, and now he's gonna do a Star Wars actor. Is what he's gonna do.
Yep.
Okay, so who's your Star Wars actor, Mike?
Pretty much. I don't know. I figured I should keep the gender thing the same, so I feel like I should pick a woman from Star Wars, but who is Daisy Ridley's contemporary from those films? I don't know. Kelly Tran.
Brienne of Tarth.
Who's Brienne of Tarth? I don't know what that means.
Did anyone care about? Yeah, did
Phasma,
anyone care about Phasma?
No.
Let's real talk. Is Phasma the most wasted character of the entire sequel trilogy?
Phasma, I do not care about, but I do.
30 or 40 years ago, you could say the same thing about Boba.
Yes.
But I think even at the end of the day, people still liked Boba Fett. I don't know if anyone's going to bat for Phasma.
Cam said,
I am right now.
Cam said Natalie Portman.
I am right now.
Cam said Natalie
really,
Portman.
though?
Jesse said Laura Dern. I'm going out to say Zori Bliss. That's what I'm going to go say.
I was trying to stick with the sequel trilogy because, like, if I was going to go, yeah, I could pull Natalie Portman, but I wouldn't call her Daisy's contemporary in those films. Do you really like Captain Phasma?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Wait, do you really?
Yeah,
you are the one.
The book, her book is like really good.
Yeah. Was there supposed to be more of that character in the movies and it just didn't make it into the films? Is that
probably?
Okay.
They fucked the middle movie up. They fucked all those movies up.
Whoa!
It's so
no,
weird because
time
she
out.
died twice. She died twice. It's like they brought her back just to kill her again.
We don't need to have this debate again, but The Last Jedi is a great film. Last Jedi is a great film.
Yeah, but Boba at least died after accomplishing his goal in the third. Like he accomplished his goal in the second film, and he got killed in the third film. Phasma was like a thing in the first one. She apparently died, and then it's like she came back again, like nothing ever happened, and just for her to meet a similar fate. I don't remember actually what happened to her in Last Jedi, but I know that she was killed off. For realsies.
I just think it's crazy the fact that they admit that they didn't have a game plan. That's what's like wild to me for such like a popular franchise.
Listen, we're trying to keep tonight tight. We're not going down a Star Wars hole. It's just not happening. I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it right now because I'm the only person who can see the truth that TLJ is a fucking great movie, and I will hear nothing else forward from this moment.
Brian over here, I see through the lies of the Jedi. Yeah, fuck you, Brenden.
Listen. It's a good movie.
Brenden, the person that said, "Oh shit, Carrie-Anne Moss was in the Matrix films." After watching her in a movie for 2 hours, oh shit, Carrie-Anne Moss was in the Matrix movie.
Listen.
Was she in all of them, or was she just in the first one?
I don't want to hear any of this. We're gonna move on. We're gonna wrap things up. Any other predictions, excitement for the Game Awards, or are we wrapping the show up?
Wrap it up, B.
All right.
Better wrap it up because otherwise we're going to talk about Star Wars for the next 45 minutes.
Perfect. Let me change
how Last Jedi is the worst movie.
Let me change. Let me
I
change.
don't even remember what year it came out.
Fucking boring.
Boring. It is not. I can understand Dom not liking it for it. It's the through lines and plots in amongst the Star Wars universe, but no, we're not doing this because. We're just not doing it because I'm just gonna say that the throne room fight scene is the best fight scene in Star Wars, and
everyone else is gonna tell you you're wrong.
Which is just it's like mediocre.
Honestly, I was scrolling through Reddit today, and the fight scene at the end of the Phantom Menace popped. I was like, "Isn't this the best fight scene?" I was like, "Well, yeah, obviously."
I'm gonna give this 5 likes.
Cam just said it was literally just to give characters something to do while Rey, Luke, and Kylo had the important good shit.
Yeah, they completely botched Finn. They completely
botched Finn. Them botching. Listen.
Like, he should have been a Force wielder easily.
Finn's story in the Star Wars movies is very depressing because he should have.
So bad. Like the casino part is just fucking boring. Like it meant like nothing to the story for me. I was just bored with it.
But is that like?
It's like 45 minutes. It's like a 40, like half an hour, 40 minutes. It's a long part of that movie.
Is the outcome of Finn's story Rian Johnson's decision, or is that JJ's decision?
I don't know.
Or,
I don't
like,
think
the outcome. The outcome is JJ's.
Well, so I don't know. We don't need to go down this. We have talked about these three films far too much. We will talk about them again in 10 years when we do the 10-year anniversary of the fucking new trilogy. Anyways, welcome to the final part of our show.
Welcome.
I was like, wait a second.
Welcome to the next episode. We're doing a double header tonight. To everyone's favorite new segment, a game I like to call What's in the Box, where I'm going to pull 3 games off my shelf, and I'm going to start read the back of the box, omitting proper nouns, and see which one of these jamokes can get the answer before the others do. And I'm keeping track of the score. And when I recorded that bonus GameCube episode earlier this week, none of you gentlemen were on it, but I still played What's in the Box, and I gave the guests the chance to get on the board. And let me tell you, guys got some competition. Get some other names up here. So to go over the scoreboard for now, we got Todd sitting pretty in first place with 4 points. Dom, Mike, and Jesse Vitelli tied in second place with 2 points on the board. And Cam sneaking in with a single point to round out our leaderboard currently. So without further ado, what's in the box? Lock.
Mike? You're not gonna hit the sounder?
Oh, I'm not asking for the
he,
sound.
He said it so fast.
Lock, load, and face the madness. And Mike, if you want to refrain from looking at the chat, because the chat may also guess along here.
Oh.
They can't get points. They can't get points here. But if they want to play along, have at it. Lock, load, and face the madness. Get ready for the mind-blowing insanity as one of 4 trigger-happy mercenaries, taking out everything that stands in your way.
I feel like I do know this game.
I do too, and I forget the name of the series though. It's a series, isn't it?
Do you want me to answer that question? I feel like that's a clue either way. I can continue to read. The rest of the box gets a little bit more informative.
Okay.
No, why not?
No one look at the chat, but Cam is screaming the correct answer.
Is it the guy with the mohawk on the box?
We're going to keep going.
Rage.
I can't remember the name.
That is what Todd is thinking of, but
Rage
it's not
2.
Rage. It is not Rage 2.
I can't remember the name of it.
Sunset Overdrive?
Combines.
Trying to think of games with a mohawk on the front.
I mean, if you the next sentence will give you more of a pathway.
Go ahead.
But it's also going to make it easier, so be ready. Get your buzzers in. Combines frantic first-person shooting action with accessible role-playing character progression. Co-op frenzy. Fly solo in single player, wreak havoc with a friend in 2-player split screen, or drop in and out with up to 4-player co-op online and through System Link for a maniacal multiplayer experience.
Now I don't have any idea what I was thinking originally.
Right.
I think it was.
I feel like this is very obvious, but if I read the next thing, it's gonna, I think, become very obvious. So get ready to answer.
You said that last time.
Bazillions of guns.
Borderlands 2.
God damn it!
Oh, fuck! It is Borderlands. Borderlands 3.
I mean, I don't know who to give the. Mike said Borderlands first, but he said 2.
And then I said 2.
Wait, did you say you just said Borderlands first?
I said Borderlands first, and then I freaked out.
Mike gets the point. Cam has in the chat right now.
I thought of Borderlands right at the beginning, and I didn't say it. And then Todd said the thing about the mohawk, and that completely threw me off.
Mike is taking the lead to second place with 3 points, trailing Todd by 1. In the chat, Grayson
That's
guessed.
not taking the lead.
You broke over. You were in a 3-way tie, so you broke out of the tie.
Oh.
In the chat, Grayson guessed Doom Eternal. Cam said Borderlands 3. Then he said Borderlands, and then a string of, "Oh my God, let me in, let me in, let me in! Damn it, I deserve the point. I hate this. I get the point. I get the point." Brenden, bullshit. Cam has 2 points. All right. Next game number 2. Get in the zone.
AutoZone.
How do we break the tie?
I refrained from saying it. I was like, I want to say it, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it's a Sonic game.
No.
Right.
Go on.
Swing for a win with slick new moves, like targeting your rival with zone shots and slowing down time with zone speed.
Go on.
Take hold of the blank in swing mode. It's really
Cock.
small. What?
Known?
I have to cover the box. It's so small text. I have to read it. Stopped the cursed.
Way better.
I don't know how to read
Cursed
this.
blank?
I don't know what I need to omit from here. Stop the cursed blank in adventure mode.
Oh, is it Tropical Freeze?
Jesse is correct. It is not Tropical Freeze. Challenge a friend on the go.
Spelunky?
Take on the world in online matches. It's not Spelunky.
On the world online matches.
Arms?
Not Arms. I wanted to pull Arms today,
So
but
glad you did.
the back of the box for Arms is like, get ready to use your arms. And like, that's the whole box. And I'm like, all right, well, I can't fucking do this game. What is it actually? It's too far away. I can't reach it.
Swing.
I can reread again and not omit anything. I can give you the platform.
It's
Give me a
Switch.
platform first.
It is Switch.
Brendan's really bad at covering boxes when he is trying to read things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true.
That's why all of the last few games I've read have said are all Switch games.
Fair enough.
Okay, so it's a Switch game, swing. Probably have to use some some Robbie drums here, right?
If I unomit the words, it is just going to be whoever can say the word faster, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'll just reread. Get in the zone.
AutoZone.
Swing for a win with slick new moves.
Mario Tennis.
Yeah, I was. Oh,
Mario
grand shit. Mario Tennis. Grand Arena.
Super something.
I don't remember what the fucking.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know. It's not any of those.
Aces.
I was going to
yeah,
say.
there it is. Yeah.
Whew. Todd keeping that lead healthy. Todd keeping that lead healthy. The final game
The
of
second
the
time you
evening.
said swing, I thought baseball, and then as soon as Todd said, "Oh," I was like, "Oh no, it's not baseball."
The final game
It's the
of
other
the evening.
sport.
Turn foes into friends with a little heart and a whole lot of blank.
And it's
Energon.
Undertale? No, hold on.
Thank you, Mike.
Team up and combined friend abilities.
Sayonara Wild Hearts?
No. You team
Persona
up in that
5.
game?
I don't know. I was just fucking. I heard Hearts.
Jesse, you are on the right track. I'm trying to think what I can read rest off of this. Add fire to your sword to make a sizzle sword.
Oh, Dragon Quest 11.
Create the rolling riot known as a friend circle. Combined ice and stone for some ice curling. Swap friend abilities to find the way forward.
Metopia.
No. Up to 4 friends can play at once using blank controllers. I can't read that sentence.
I just think that Brendan's saying that because he literally doesn't know how to read.
That might be true. Wield new blank blank and play as more than 20 characters. I thought this was going to be the easiest one of the night, and you guys are fucking hard stopped right now. You just let me know if it's a stump, and I'll add that point to my collection.
Read the first sentence again that you read.
Turn foes into friends with a little heart and a whole lot of blank.
Energon.
What? What'd you say?
Dom is still
It's
on
a
the Transformers thing.
Oh. I mean, Jesse's got it.
What's the
A
next
little
thing again?
heart
Go
and a
one more
whole
time.
lot of.
And a whole lot of blank.
whole lot of tasty food. It is Ratatouille, the video game. There we go. Put it on the board.
I mean,
Is it a Fire Emblem game?
Is that cheating if I answer that question? I feel like that's cheating.
I guess you could tell us the platform first.
Up to 4 friends can play at once using Joy-Con controllers.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that's what you were
Or
saying.
houses.
It was 3
It
houses.
is 3 houses, but
Three
it
houses.
is not that game.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't play any of the Fire Emblem games.
Who cares?
So
Turn foes into friends.
I can give you other hints that are not on the box.
Did you say what console? Oh, you said Nintendo, yeah.
He said Joy-Cons, so
Yeah.
it has to be on the Dreamcast. Let's go. It is Power Stone. Put it on the board for me.
Mike's just scooping up points this evening. I guess I can take this moment to add Todd's point from the previous game. I can give you more hints, or I can gladly take that stump and put it in my pocket.
Give us one more hint.
This game is part of a series.
Fucking terrible hint.
It is a Switch exclusive.
Ooh.
The Switch exclusive?
Mm-hmm.
Turns foes into friends
With a little heart and a whole lot of blank.
whole lot of...
Four-player co-op's what's throwing me off.
Is it Rise?
It is not Rise. Wait, Monster Hunter Rise or Rise Son of Rome?
That's what I was thinking.
Both.
Fucking nailed it. It's a dual pack. I don't know. It sounds like a stump if I've ever seen one. Sounds like it's going in my point pile. I almost after how quick.
Is it
Oh.
Is it
Eh?
Y'all might have this.
I can't remember what those games are called.
I can give you one more clue, but this final clue will be probably too on the nose.
Go on.
I'm gonna give my Dom a second to get where he's going. He's going somewhere.
No, I'm not. I don't think.
All right. Are we taking the stump or are we taking the final clue?
I'll take the final clue.
Final clue. This character does appear in Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, that's so easy.
Persona 5 Strikers. Put it on the board for me. Here we go.
Mike just fucking locking up the points.
Bam, bam.
Oh, it's not. I was like, I don't.
Supposed to be up to, like, what, 8 points?
I give up. I don't fucking know. I give up.
Todd's throwing in the towel.
Smash, hold on. Todd's throwing in the towel. Hold on a second. Let me just all right, let me go through all the characters that are in Super Smash Brothers. So, is it Super Mario Odyssey? Is it Luigi's? No.
Mike has the right idea. It's like I have given you a finite way to find the answer. It's think about the Smash roster.
On the Switch, the character is in Super Smash Brothers. It is obviously...
I forget the name of the game right now, and I think I actually know it, and I don't know why I can't think of the name right now.
Too bad you already gave up. This point's all for Michael now, and he is picking Kirby's something or other.
I mean, that's not an answer.
Ooh. Yeah, it's fuck, what is the name of that game?
I can't think of it.
Fuck.
Wait, can I tag back in? Can I tag back in?
Something.
Can I tag back in?
Is it something Allies?
It's not Super Mario 3D World, is it?
It is not Super Mario 3D World.
Okay.
It's fuck. What is the name of that game?
Kirby's Superstar Bonanza.
Kirby's
Bang.
Air Ride starring King DDD.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna get this one.
It's a real tough one, Dom.
Kirby's something Allies, right?
It's a real tough one, Dom.
Yeah. I know. I can't think of the fucking first word. It's not All Star Allies, is it?
Nope. You're very close with that, though.
Liam beat that game.
Kirby Star Allies.
I don't know who gets this point, to be honest. It's got to be Dom or nobody. Is it technically semantics? Is it technicality here? I don't know where we're drawing the line on technicalities. Is it a wash? Is it a no point? And we pull one more?
I think we still owe Todd. Points.
Yeah,
for
if you're giving him that point, you're giving him Max Payne point.
No, Todd does not get a point for Max Payne 3, and I'm going to say no one gets a point. I'm going to say no one gets a point for Kirby Star Allies, and I'll pull an audible and pull one more game without screening it, so it's just going to be random.
All right, so now every time I say All-Star, I have to also say just Star, apparently.
Yeah, just be safe.
The original one that I was trying to think of was the Zelda.
Hyrule Warriors?
Yeah, that's the one. I could not come up with that in my head.
All right, final game. Did you see what I pulled? No one saw that, right?
No.
I was too busy looking at my TV.
Classic blank action with a modern twist. Blank leaps into a new dimension.
Gex, got it.
Blank returns to his roots in an all-new adventure in 3D.
Is it Crash?
Pajama Sam. Boom.
You didn't get the new Crash game, did you? Didn't you weren't you looking for it on sale?
I don't know, Todd. Who's to say?
Wasn't
Who's
Crash
to say?
always in 3D?
Crash 4, It's About Time.
Not what is in my hand. That is the name of that game, not what's in my hand.
I know it is.
3D graphics and gameplay.
They're really heavy on this 3D thing, which makes me think it might be a 3DS game.
Maybe. That is quite possible. Extra challenge.
Super Mario 3D Land.
Dom said, I should have had Star Allies point. Give me that other point. Give me that other point.
Oof.
So that puts us at a score of Dom at 3, Mike at 3, Todd at 5, Jesse at 2, Cam at 1. Ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary, and everyone else out there, that has been What's in the Box. And that has been episode 289 of the Pass Control Podcast.
What's in the fucking box?
If you're a friend of the show, fan of the show, want to help support the show, you can do that in a bunch of different ways. You can follow us on social media, share us online so more people can discover us, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever podcast reviews can be left. You can go to patreon.com/passthecontroller, become a patron. Go to passthecontroller.thrillers.com, buy some sick swag. You can keep the conversation up with us in our community by joining our Discord. You can follow me at bgroom. You can follow Mike at _MikeOpath. You can follow Todd at Toddy_by_nature. You can follow Dom at PTC_OneLittleSpark. And thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode 289. Until next time.